Okay, welcome back to the beer room. You're with KC. So, as the title would suggest, I'm going to tell you my top 5 Aussie beer songs that I've sort of been listening to the last week or two. As well as that, we'll be reviewing a beer. I've got 2 beers here. One from Murray's is their After Dark Stout, and this one's Mountain Goat's Fancy Pants. I'm still undecided on which one I'm going to go with, but I think I'm going to go with the Mountain Goat first off. So like I said, I'm going to give you my top 5 beer songs that I'm enjoying at the moment. So we'll kick it off. We'll start at number 5 and we'll work our way down to 1. How about we crack this beer open, because that's what we're here for. So Mountain Goat's in Newtown in Sydney, down in the land of freaks. Beautiful place. Used to go to the Marlborough Hotel back in the day. So I think this is an amber ale. As you can see, she's covered out a nice deep red ruby colour. Beautiful head on that. Slight tannish colour to that head. We'll just take the photo. There we go. Let's go back to me notes because there's a lot to read here. I'm going to get through it quickly though. So that's the Mountain Goat. Beautiful looking beer. Smells very fruity and hoppy. So it's going to be bitter by the smell of that. It's 1.5 standard drinks, so that would be, put the beer goggles on, she's coming in at 5.2, and I did have about 5 of these last Friday night while I was watching the footy, and shit, yeah, they knocked me off my fucking feet after a few bourbons as well. So anyway, I can't play any of these songs because of copyright bullshit. You can, you don't get no monetary value, not that I'm going to get paid anyway, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play. I'll put a picture up for you of the album or whatever. But coming in at number 5 is AC/DC. It's off the album For Those About to Rock in 1981, and the song is For Those About to Rock. I'm guessing this was the follow-up to Back in Black, which I think came out maybe in 1980. Reason for it is the fucking cannons. Boo! Boo! For those about to rock! Bam! We salute you! Great song, great power ballad. So, have a taste. Bitter, good amount of fruitiness. Don't know what hops they're using in here. Beer made in Australia, blah blah blah. Doesn't tell me. Might tell me on the in their website. So rich and full flavoured, classic for a reason. Sometimes though you want something a bit more fancy. Fancy Pants is a Hightail 2.0. We amped up the malt bill, added a truckload of hops and then added even more hops. The bumper malt blend makes for a richer toffee-like backbone, dotted with notes of spice and hops and just enough fruitiness for a slightly bitter finish. Now that's fancy. They first released this in 1997, so they've been around for a while, these guys. So, that's it. Clear, amber, red with a slightly off-white foam. Yeah, I said that. Fruity and spicy. Yeah, she's a bit malty. She's a bit fruity. She's a bit spicy. So, that's what they say. Let's get back to the top 5. Number 4, everyone loves a chisel. Everyone loves that K-San. So it's about a guy who couldn't fit back into life after the Vietnam War. It's off the album Cold Chisel, and that was in 1978. It was their debut album. It's got great lines as, there's nothing like those kisses from a teenage Chinese princess. I'm going to hit some Hong Kong mattress all night long. Great song to sing along while you're on the piss. Number 3 is The Angels, and We're Ever Gonna See Your Face Again. Off the album, And We're Ever Gonna See Your Face Again. This was also in 1978. Other songs off that album was Take a Long Line and Shadow Boxer. I just love it because you can say, no way, get fuck off. And I think that was first came about when they played a gig. I think it was in Cronulla, so it was all the surfies down in Cronulla started yelling back out, no way, get fuck off. So that's the reason for number 3 is because you can swear at it. Number 2 is the bloke that used to play in the Easy Beats, Stevie Wright. He's had a hard life, but this was off the Hard Rock album in 1973. This song had 3 parts. First part, I'd say, was sort of hard rock. The second part starts off with a bit of piano, sort of a bit more of a love ballad. And then number 3 is like strong vocals, big power ballad to finish the song off. So that's a great song. Like, it goes for forever. So if you're ever going to play a song on a jukebox and you put your $1 in, you pick that. And you pick Bye Bye Mr. American Pie and Dazed and Confused from Led Zeppelin, because they're the 3 fucking longest songs I've ever known. So that leads us to number 1, but we're not going to go number 1 yet. We'll continue on with reviewing this beer. She's holding her head pretty well there. There's some nice ring on the top of the glass. Yeah, so you're getting like that real resinous flavours and taste from the hops. So I'd say this is more classed like a West Coast IPA. It's got those resinous, piney, burnt, roasted malt taste to it. It's fine. Session? Yeah, you can. But I reckon you'd be fucking pretty smashed after like half a carton if you drank half a carton of these at 5.2. Like I said, I had 6 and then got on the burbs. And yeah, I was like, woo. I think the only other mountain goat I've had is the very enjoyable beer up here, if you can see it, probably can't. I think that's a lager. I'm not sure what it is. It's just nothing. It just is very enjoyable. So, yeah, Mountain Goat, get down there, do the pub trail, Newtown, Marrickville, get the Batch, Wildflower, Sauce, Hawke's Brewery, plenty of craft breweries around that area to visit. Alright, so I guess you gathered from these songs, they're all fairly old, like back in the 80s, 70s. So, number 1, not so. This one came out in 2013, and it was off the Triple J Like a Version songs. So this one was by Illy and his friends. Launched the Oz Music Month back in 2013 with an epic cover featuring Silverchair's Tomorrow, Hilltop Hood's Nosebleed section, and Paul Kelly To Adore and Flume on top. Also with him in the studio was Kira Puru, Joyride, and a full backing band. It was an epic celebration of Australian music that was risky, but Illy was handsomely rewarded with a number 66 position in the 2013 countdown and nearly 5 million YouTube views. It's a great song. So just go on YouTube, search Like a Version, search Illy, have a look. It is value by Mrs. Beer Room. We listen to it all the time while we're sitting back on the lounge, drinking a couple of beers and a couple of jimmies. We love it, and I reckon you will too. So this is the Mountain Goat Fancy Pants Amber Ale. Beautiful colour. Get a look at that colour. So I'll give it a rating. I think it was 3.6 on Untapped. I'm not going to go that high. I'm going to give it 2.54329. So 2.54329, and that's not a repeater. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks to Rory's Backyard Beers. He gave me a mention on his last video with the sea Easter and desist. So I'm going to give one back to you, mate. Go and try one of these. I know you like the sours, but get a fancy pants up ya. Kia ora, bro. So it's a 3 point whatever, 2 point whatever, and fucking as usual, happy Friday and send it! Go Para!